Hello and welcome back to the series of PMP Agile practice questions topic wise. In today's video, I'll be talking to you about product backlog in Agile. We will see questions on product backlog that come on PMP examination. We'll also see what is not product backlog. Towards the end of the video, we'll have a mind map to understand more about product backlog, and then I will share your learning tip. Hang on with me till the end of the video and let's go and learn something today. First question. During a sprint, a team realizes that high priority feature requested by a stakeholder has not been added to the product backlog. Okay, a high priority feature is not added to the product backlog. Okay, during the sprint. The product owner is unsure whether to include it now or later. As a project manager, how should you guide the team to handle the situation? Okay, now this sprint is going on. One of the Scrum pillars or the Scrum values is that, not the pillar, Scrum values, right? Is focus. Okay, focus. Focus is the value that says that, okay, we will not disturb the sprint goal. Okay, keeping that in mind, let's try to answer the question. Add the feature to sprint backlog immediately. No. And adjust the current sprint goals. No, don't adjust the current. As I told you, you need to be focused on what you're doing. That's not the right answer. Place the feature on the top of the product backlog and discuss its priority with the next sprint planning. That's a good thing. Okay. So yes, we'll park the feature for the next sprint planning and then we'll discuss. Okay. We're not ignoring it. Let's look into it, but not now. Put it in the product backlog. In the next sprint plan, let's pull it and see if we can do it or not. Okay. That's a good chance. Good choice. Reject the feature for now since it was not initially included in the sprint planning. Now don't reject it. Look into it. See, it might be something valuable to the customer. Look into it why it has to be added. Okay. Escalate the feature to the project sponsor to confirm the priority of the feature. Don't do escalations, they'll fire you. They'll say simply, if you keep on escalating, if you keep on coming to us for each and everything, why have we hired you? Right? Escalation is always the last resort, not the first thing. You do impact analysis, use your contingencies, everything, and then you go with an escalation. Project sponsor to confirm priority. No. So choice B looks as a very good choice. Put it in the backlog and then look into the next sprint. Let's see the answer. Yes, B is the right answer. In Agile, new features or changes are typically added to the product backlog for prioritization. The product owner and the team can discuss its priority during the next sprint planning, ensuring it aligns the overall sprint goals without disturbing the current sprint. See, without disturbing, that's important. Okay. Hope you learned something about focus in Agile sprints over here. Let's go to the next question. Question number 33. The development team is halfway through the sprint when new high priority requirement emerges. Okay, in the middle of the sprint, something new has emerged. The product owner believes a new item should replace a low priority item in the sprint backlog. Okay, PO believes something this has to replace a low priority. Means he's saying this is high priority, replace something in the low priority. What is the best approach to handle situation? Okay, this happens many a times. Now look at this question. Look at this question, right? They are saying that halfway through the sprint, if it is a 10-day sprint, five days are already over. The remaining 5 days, some more work to be done, and then some testing to be done, and then the demo has to be planned. Ideally, we should not be taking this kind of work in the middle of the sprint. Though Agile says responding to following a plan, because the entire sprint will get disrupted, and also we don't want to disturb the sprint goal. We could rather take this, put it in the backlog, and then look into it later on. Okay, let's see the answer choices. Answer choice A says that allow the product owner to swap the items in the sprint backlog to accommodate new priority. No, to accommodate, just like that we can't accommodate. We have to check and validate. Okay, just don't go and accommodate just because you came and say don't do. See, you have to see your capacity. You have to see the sprint goal, and then you have to take it up. Ask the team to evaluate if the new item can be added without getting the sprint goals, without affecting the sprint goals, and then decide. Okay. Without affecting, that's like sounds like okay. Good answer. Let's see. Add the new item to sprint backlog and push the lower priority item to the next sprint. Okay, it says add it to the sprint backlog, push this low priority to the next sprint. But before that, can we add it now? If you add it now, you're disturbing the sprint goal. You're going against the Scrum value of focus. Okay, not the right choice. Reject the new item for the current sprint and prioritize in the product backlog for future sprint planning. Yes, this looks like a good choice. We are responding to the change, but in the next sprint, okay? Because we are halfway through the sprint already. So ideally, it's good to kind of compare to D and B. You might evaluate, and what in the evaluation you find out that you cannot do it now. So it's always good to reject it now, saying that we'll pick it up later in the next sprint, and also we'll have be focusing on the current sprint goal. Okay, choice D. Let's see the answer. Yeah. Once the sprint has started, the sprint backlog should remain stable to protect the team's focus on delivering what was planned. The new items should be added to the product backlog for prioritization in future sprints, not now. Okay, fine. 34. During a product backlog refinement session, okay, we are refining the stories. The team is unsure whether certain item is ready for the upcoming sprint. The product owner suggests moving forward with incomplete user story to speed up the process. What should you recommend? Okay, something is incomplete, but we were saying move forward. Okay, what should you recommend as a project manager? The process proceed with the user stories to maintain momentum, even if something is missing. No, don't do that. We don't want to give half cooked or half baked products to the customers. Complete the user story in future sprints when more details are available to avoid confusion during the development. Okay, this is good. Okay, let's see. Complete in the future sprints when more details are available. Okay, kind of better option compared to here. Split the user story in small tasks and include them in the current sprint to avoid delays. No, don't disturb the current sprint. Okay, when it's not clear, it nowhere says that by splitting the story you can get more clarity. It's a backlog refinement session. Team is unsure certain are ready or not. How is something ready? When we have the acceptance criteria, when the definition of done is there, we get to know something is ready, right? Ensure the user stories meet the definition of ready. Yeah, yes. Definition of done, definition of ready. Before including them in the upcoming sprints. Before we begin the work, we have to look into the definition of ready. Do we have all the details? Do you have the UI, UX? Do you have the acceptance criteria? Do you have the story details, right? There will be a set of rules for the definition of ready. If that's ready, then we can start the work. Okay, it has the preceding work completed. Is there a dependency? We need to look at all this. This is the better answer compared to choice B. Okay, let's see. Yes, D is the right answer. User stories should meet the definition of ready to ensure that they are clear, actionable, and understood by the team. This helps avoid unnecessary delays and confusion during development. That's the advantage of it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 35. All of the following are true except the product backlog. About product backlog except, okay, this is context based questions. So product backlog is an ordered list of everything that is needed for the product. True. Product owner is solely responsible for managing prioritizing the product backlog. Okay, true. Product backlog items are detailed enough only when they are selected in the sprint. Okay. Product backlog is fixed and cannot be modified during the project. No. Product backlog can be modified. It will emerge. You will get new things. As you do work, new things will come during the project. If it is sprint backlog, it can be modified in the sprint. Okay, that will be fixed. So choice D. Yeah. The product backlog is a living artifact that evolves throughout the project. It can and should be modified as the project progresses and as more is learned. Hope you got it. Next one, 36. All of the following are true about the product backlog except it contains all the features, enhancements, bug fixes needed for the product. Yes. The product backlog must be complete and detailed at the beginning of the project. Complete and detailed? No, it will emerge. Okay, not the best choice. Okay. It is maintained and prioritized product owner throughout the project. Yeah, who maintains product backlog? Product owner. Prioritization also done by product owner. Items in product backlog are refined as they approach the top of the list. Absolutely. Top of the list is more refined. Okay. So I think so correct, incorrect answer is B. So it's except choice B is the right answer over here. Okay, let's see. Yes. The product backlog is continuously evolving. It does not need to be complete for fully detailed in the beginning. Instead, it is refined as the project progresses. Okay, so that's the answer we have. So those were the 5 questions about product backlog. Hope you learned something. If you're liking these questions the way we are learning here, please like the hit the like button. Put on a comment what have you learned from this video. That's like an active recall, so you can go and make a note of what you've learned over there. And then after that, please do share and subscribe the video. Hit the bell icon to get to know about the next video also. That will be very helpful for us to kind of reach to more students and keep more engagement on the channel. Okay. Mind map on product backlog. So now let me summarize about the product backlog with a mind map. Okay. Product backlog. What is it? It includes the features, functions, any risk that you see, any risk mitigation also will be added to the product backlog. Any fixes, enhancements, requirements, all these will build your product backlog. Okay. A product backlog is an ordered list of high, medium, low priority items. High priority items are more detailed and low priority may not get done sometimes. The product owner prioritizes the backlog and development team slices or breaks down the backlog. Okay. Then product backlog is also called as the product scope. How do we make the backlog better? By refining and grooming sessions. A product backlog also balances the defects, risks, and change requests. We know what one to fix when and which one to prioritize. It helps to prioritization. Primarily, product backlog is used to deliver value to the customer. The most important things only is built. Okay, and it's also considered as a primary planning tool. Those are the inputs about product backlogs. If you want to summarize this in your notebook, please make a note of this mind map. These mind maps will help you revise faster before your exam preparation. Okay, it's faster learning things. Next one. Let's share your learning tip. So we covered chunking, contexting, testing, mind mapping, active recall, flashcards. In the previous videos, decide when and where. I hope you have decided when and where you want to sit and study for PMP certificate examination. Put a note in the comment section where is it that you have decided to sit and study. Spaced repetition, study cycle 40 minutes. And then today, the tip is stay hydrated. Okay, this will help you keep the stress levels less in your body. The more fluid you take in, the more water you take in, the more fresh, there's more blood flow to your brain. And when you sit and study less over 2 hours, have a water bottle next to you and keep drinking water. Okay, so that there's more blood flow happening in your brain and the stress levels are low. You will be able to absorb and retain more information when you're preparing for your PMP certification examination. That's about the learning tip. Thank you for watching my video. In the next video, we will be learning about acceptance criteria. Hit the bell icon to get notified about this. Thank you for watching my video. This is Arham Faraaz. I wish you all the best for PMP certification examination. Bye-bye.